Welcome to plzsoccer.com. Peter, we're here in Liverpool for the Merseyside Derby. This will be the 120th time that Everton have hosted Liverpool here, and tonight at Goodison it's going to be the last.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this. It's one of those occasions when you say, I was there. It's Everton against Liverpool. It's got a great tradition. The city is buzzing trying to get tickets for this one. It is going to be emotional. It's going to be one of those nights when I think Evertonians are hoping that they can get that victory. Now, by getting a victory, they might actually put a real dent in Liverpool's title hopes, but it's nicely poised. It's brilliant, it's filled with emotion, it's filled with memories of great games. It's also, as you mentioned, not only 120, but finely balanced at wins for Liverpool, 41, wins for Everton, 41. Something's got to give tonight.
David Moyes was making the point yesterday. There's only a few games left here at Goodison and the fans are trying to savour every single one of them, and tonight they're going to make it a memorable atmosphere.
We've all not got many games left, and I know everybody in the stadium's doing their best to make it really memorable, and partly for everybody who watches football as well, media as well. We want to put on a great spectacle at Goodison and hopefully a good game.
Well, David Moyes is well versed at this fixture. His counterpart in the red half of the city, Arne Slot, well, he'll be taking this all in for the first time this evening, and he hopes that his players can handle what is sure to be a white-hot atmosphere here at Goodison this evening.
It's probably going to be a fantastic atmosphere, and that's always that's never easy to play against, because every single time they cross the halfway line or they get a corner kick or whatever happens, the fans will cheer for that, and then you have to be mentally really strong as an away team to resist all that, the complete atmosphere, and you still have to be focused on what you have to do.
Peter, tonight is obviously a special edition of this fixture for the reasons we've outlined above, but this is a game through the years that has never been short of drama.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you have to go back. I mean, everybody knows the history of Goodison Park. They actually played at Anfield, and there was a debate over and an argument over rent. So eventually, the Evertonians built a purpose-built stadium, the first purpose-built football stadium in the UK in 1892. 1894, the first Merseyside Derby for Everton hosting Liverpool here at this ground, and incidentally I wasn't there. Everton won it by 3-0. But if you're talking about special games down throughout the years, I mean, a certain generation will look back to 1967. There was an FA Cup tie here. So many people wanted to get into it with Everton hosting Liverpool. They had 65,000 here. They had 40,000 beaming it back to Anfield, such was the demand, and Everton ran out 1-0 winners, the great Alan Ball scoring on that occasion. When you go through the years and those magnificent games, of course, the one that fills so many Evertonians with dread is Everton 0, Liverpool 5. Ian Rush scored 4 here, and they had the great Neville Southall in goal. That was an unbelievable match. When you think of something that was really poignant, you can go to 1989. This whole city was filled with grief after the Hillsborough disaster. The two teams came together, they united in solidarity, in support of each other, and they remembered the fact that, you know, a tabloid newspaper, the police and the government tried to tarnish the great name of this city and the people of this city. But they came together, it ended 0-0, perhaps fittingly, and the people who lost so many of their family in that tragedy at Hillsborough were remembered on that day. 97 eventually perished, but they will never be forgotten. Red and blue came together, it finished 0-0, and that was a match that not long after, Everton and Liverpool came together here in a classic FA Cup tie, possibly one of the best Merseyside derbies I've ever seen at Goodison Park. It was Everton 4, Liverpool 4. Tony Cottee equalised in the 89th minute. It was a match that I think everybody savoured. It was just unbelievable, and everything you could possibly wish for in a game. John Barnes scored a curler with the right boot, I'll never forget. Great game. Eventually, just 48 hours later, Kenny Dalglish, who had attended so many funerals, the pressure of being the Liverpool manager, the pressure of the Hillsborough disaster. He resigned as Liverpool manager, and eventually Liverpool played the replay and lost it 1-0 to Everton. So, I mean, that was a momentous game. And then when you go back to just last season, Sean Dyche was the manager, Jurgen Klopp was looking to get the title for Liverpool, and Everton with Braithwaite and Calvert-Lewin scored the 2 goals here to win it for Everton 2-0. So I'm taking you down through the memories of this wonderful tie, something that I think so many Evertonians and Liverpool fans will share tonight. The emotion of it, the last time, hopefully it lives up to the billing.
That was a lovely look back down memory lane of this incredible fixture, and of course, as one door closes, another door opens. We passed it last night. That new stadium down at Bramley Moor Dock is something that is certainly going to propel Everton into the new generation.
Well, listen, they've managed to sort things out at boardroom level. They've got a first-class manager in David Moyes. They've got a stadium that is befitting of a club of Everton's size, and with 58,000 fans going into it, I expect Everton to become a powerhouse in English football as time goes on, as the money rolls in. And who better than David Moyes to lead this club? It's perhaps fitting that this game was rescheduled after that storm, and it allowed Everton basically at that point to say goodbye to one manager in Sean Dyche and bring in the man that brought them almost a decade of great football, European football, and so many great memories. And I think David Moyes, older, wiser and better as a manager, is the best man placed to lead them to the new stadium.
It certainly is a wonderful twist of fate that David Moyes should be in the dugout this evening, and I for one personally cannot wait to take my seat inside there this evening to watch Everton taking on Liverpool. Stay with us at PLZ Soccer all day as we bring you the build up to the final Merseyside Derby here at Goodison, and don't forget to download the PLZ app for all our latest video content in one place.